A witty, urbane hero who's always one step ahead, and his misshapen, turnip-loving manservant. Now, I thought that mine and Matt's relationship was a complete one-off, but it turns out it's actually the basis of a well-known TV comedy called Blackadder. Now, last week on the show, you may have heard, we announced that the Lakenheath Amateur Dramatic Society was auditioning for a stage adaptation of one of the classic Blackadder episodes. This gave Matt the idea for a cunning plan, namely popping down there and seeing if I could nab myself a part.
Welcome to Lakenheath.
And your name is?
Spencer.
You're the...
I'm the producer.
The producer?
Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm so pleased we've got the copyright licence to perform from the original script.
So how did you... That was hard to get, was it? Or?
That's a matter of opinion. So it wasn't hard to get, but it was carefully procured, shall we say. And most gratuitously, because I'm very pleased that as a result of what a clever man has written, we have a situation going on now where communities can interact with each other and where we can have a lot of fun. And in this day, this troubled age of credit crunch, comedy is lacking. But what we're doing here is, in acting out this comedy, the original script, remember, I feel that we'd be paying tribute to the fallen heroes of the First and Second World Wars.
So I'm guessing you're going to perform an episode of Blackadder Goes Forth?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
10 points.
He's on the ball, isn't he? He's on the ball.
But which episode?
The episode is known as Corporal Punishment. It's the episode where Blackadder kills a pigeon. The pigeon happens to be the only childhood friend of General Sir Anthony Hogmanay Melchett. And that in turn leads to a court-martial.
Are you happy for Simon to audition today for a part, maybe?
Why not? Be fabulous.
So you're all here auditioning today?
Yes.
What part are you auditioning for?
I've put my name down for two parts, actually. One is clerk of the court, and the other one is one of the officers in the jury.
What's your name?
Peter Jackson.
Okay, and you?
Mandy Morrish. I'm not actually auditioning. I'm going to be here in sort of like a help-out capacity. I'm hopefully going to be helping with makeup and costumes and anything needed like that background, so...
And you guys, are you auditioning?
I am.
What part are you auditioning for?
I'm hoping to go for Baldrick.
What's your name?
I'm Jackie Jackson.
Everybody is going for the plum rolls.
Including you.
Well, you know, we're here. But the thing is, you know, it's just the chance to read some glorious, comedic, sarcastic lines from the pen of Richard Curtis.
Getting on stage for the first time, will you please introduce yourself?
Ben Sampson, and I'm from Lakenheath.
It's James Lamb and I'm from Newmarket.
Dominic Bunton from Methwold.
My name's Simon and I'm from Ipswich.
My name's Danny Fletcher Scott and I'm from Mildenhall.
So there you go, I've been introduced. Got to get back up on stage now.
I'm afraid on orders from the highest possible level, we can't bring you any of the words from the actual audition piece. So this is a flavour of what my performance was like. It's a good job I like shouting. Can you guess which part I'm auditioning for?
We have time to take another 8-10 minutes break.
So I guess this is the intermission.
I suppose, yeah, if you can say the audition process mirrors a performance, then yes, this is the intermission where we should get ice creams and stuff. But we haven't, we just got ourselves a fizzy drink. Hi guys, so you've just been on stage as, well, you've both done Blackadder and you've both been Baldrick?
I've been George.
You've been George. How you been finding it?
Good fun. Finding it a little bit difficult because there's some big words, but I'm getting through it quite well.
Is this the first time you've seen the script tonight?
Yeah.
Good going then, because reading something straight off is pretty tricky. Have you done this kind of thing before?
We do study acting at MCT.
Are you a Blackadder fan? Are you?
Yeah, I watch quite a bit of Blackadder, but I think the best part is George I play. I thought that was the best I played.
You're keeping your fingers crossed. Yeah. That's going to be in the bag for you.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, well, best of luck, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So you've been auditioning today. How do you think it's been going so far?
It's okay.
And how long have you been acting?
I've done drama courses, sort of like early 90s up in Kings Lynn and in Newcastle. And through the Newcastle one, I've done a lot of television work and theatre work up there. And I haven't done anything really until last Christmas for 10 years.
So you say television work. What kind of work did you do?
I just extra stuff, you know, Catherine Cookson, Cinder Path, Biker Grove.
Were PJ and Duncan in Biker Grove when you were in your time?
Yeah, used to go out drinking with Ant and Dec quite a lot. I was doing an HND and they were on a BTEC course. It was around the time when Ant's character got blinded.
Was it paintball, wasn't it?
Paintball, yeah. And
I didn't realise you're such a Biker Grove fan.
Oh, I shed a tear. Should have worn them goggles. It's a lesson to us all.
I know. Yeah, so, you know, just talking to them and how they got into it and that.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much and good luck for today.
And we'll return to Lakenheath later in the programme, but you should know...
If that appeals to you and you think, actually, wouldn't it be brilliant to audition for a part in a stage adaptation of Blackadder?
You can, if you go along to Newmarket Town Hall right now.
The auditions are taking place as we speak, I think.
Until 6 p.m. tonight.
Till 6 p.m. tonight. Hi, guys, if you're listening out there.
Of course, it's not the first time we've had dealings with Richard Curtis, is it, Simon?
Oh, no. Talk about celebrity, isn't that Richard Curtis, the famous writer of Notting Hill and Blackadder?
Oh, I've got a question I'm dying to ask him. I'm looking for Bill Oddie. You haven't seen him, have you?
I haven't, no. No, he's wearing a very colourful shirt and a very colourless beard.
Now, you may remember you left myself and Matthew in Lakenheath with Lads, or the Lakenheath Amateur Dramatic Society, who were auditioning for roles in a stage adaptation of a classic episode of the TV comedy Blackadder. Now, I'd already tried out for the title role, but didn't rate my chances. Apparently, bursting into a medley of songs from Annie Get Your Gun was not what the producers were looking for. So, in need of some acting advice, I decided to have a chat with one of the talented young performers vying for that all-important stage time.
I'm really enjoying it, yeah, it's going well. Yeah.
Which part do you think have you enjoyed playing the most? Because you've been Blackadder, Baldrick, and you were George.
I think it's probably between Blackadder and George, yeah, those two. Yeah.
So are you a member of this group, or...?
I'm not actually from this area at all, I'm from Newmarket.
Right.
And I do a lot of stuff with National Youth Theatre, and I'm a writer and director for a group that's just closed down in Botcham called Bike Sheds, which we're currently campaigning to get back together, because the school that we're rehearsing at increased rents, the prices so much. But yeah, I've been working a lot with Nomads in Newmarket, and yeah, I was with them for a short amount of time. Various bits and pieces on the West End and stuff like that. So
it'd be easy to say then you're pretty into your acting.
Yeah, probably. That's it for me.
That's your thing.
How old are you? Can I ask that?
I'm just 18 from December. Only little.
But focused. And focused and driven. So where would you like to sort of take this? The writing, the acting, the directing?
I'm hoping just to stay on the acting path. I mean, writing and directing is just something I dabbled in because I wanted to give it a go and make myself a little bit more versatile. But yeah, acting is where I just want to mainstream myself, just put myself right in that place and just keep going. That's my life, really.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks very much for talking to us.
So through comedy, we can help by raising funds for the Royal British Legion Benevolent Fund with their caseworkers and welfare facilities to help veterans and old soldiers and younger soldiers and indeed soldiers' families and indeed virtually anyone in Suffolk where there's a need.
OK, so the prison cell scene is next, Simon?
Yes, not sure if I'm involved in this one, so I'm just fun to be in the audience and just to watch.
Will you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, I'm Jackie Jackson and I'm from Lakenheath. Hi, I'm Jade and I'm from Lakenheath as well.
I'm Mandy and I'm from Lakenheath.
Peter Bunning from Perishville.
Gemma from Lakenheath.
Hi, I'm Keith and I'm from Beck Road.
I'm afraid on orders from the highest possible level, we can't bring you any of the words from the actual audition piece. In conclusion, I'd just like to say that myself and my manservant were very, very impressed with everybody who's been here this evening. Now, stand easy.
You seemed to be in control earlier. You had a list. Yeah.
It was just very difficult to make sure that we had everybody doing the parts that they wanted to, and so sometimes somebody had to do something twice. I think they all got to do the character they wanted to try.
Are you a member of Lakenheath Lads?
Yes, I am too, and Mandy here is, and Fran and Jackie and Peter, quite a few, at least half a dozen.
How long have you been involved with Lads?
How long have we been with Lads? 3 years?
Well, yeah, just coming out 3 years.
16 years there.
And over the 16 years, I've only actually missed 2 productions, and we do 3 productions a year.
Yeah. One because I was pregnant and had a baby, and one because my mother was poorly in hospital at the time. But I was actually the good fairy while 6 months pregnant, which was a bit of a, yeah.
Is there a production that really stands out in your mind, a really good one?
The ones I really enjoy doing are our murder mysteries. They're written by a local chap, and they're always brilliant. They're a 3-act play, and the first 2 acts are scripted, and the 3rd act is completely unscripted, and you're answering questions from the audience, and they're trying to find out who the murderer is. And the person who perpetrated the crime doesn't actually know until the beginning of that act, and the rest of the cast don't know who the murderer is. I've never actually murdered anyone, though.
In the play or in real life?
Yes, either or. Yes, I find best not to.
Horry Parsons is the man who writes all our scripts virtually, and he's brilliant.
We've got one coming. We've got one of these murder mysteries coming up in May, haven't we?
Yes.
May. I was going to say the dates will be available on our website, which is www.lakenheathamdrams.co.uk.
Oh, well done, well said.
Curtains open for the first night on Friday the 1st of May, and the second night, of course, is Saturday.
So you haven't got long, have you?
We don't need to have long, because the talent in this neck of the woods is really worth having, and with a little bit of application, I've every faith that we'll be ready. We actually have 10 weeks from now, which is enough.
Here come they! Yes! Yes!
We should say thank you to the lads for letting us go along and take part in the audition. Simon, unfortunately, couldn't actually...
No, the Lakenheath Amateur Dramatic Society, thanks, lads. Unfortunately, no, I couldn't. Even if I'd been awarded a part, I wouldn't be able to do it because they rehearse on Sunday afternoons, and I'm kind of busy that day. But I know you're out there listening in Newmarket, so hi and thank you very much. You made us very welcome. The shouting, the insanity. I was auditioning for the role of General Melcher.
Oh, was that it? I've been wondering for about 12 weeks now.
Because I normally talk like that anyway, don't I?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, but we met some wonderful people on that audition night. But the adventure continues.
The adventure continues. I have always wanted to be in an iconic situation comedy. It's a fact. Sadly, this has remained just a dream on account of the fact that, according to Matt, I'm about as funny as fire ants in your underwear. So when I was asked to host this amateur production of the classic episode of Blackadder live on stage in Newmarket, I agreed, well, quicker than you could say, cunning plan. On the night of the performance, my nerves were starting to kick in, I think it's safe to say. Matt, sympathetic as ever, was more interested in the actors' costumes.
Yeah, we're from Khaki Devil. We provided all the uniforms for the cast for the evening.
My radio partner is wearing one of your costumes.
Yeah, Taft dressed him as Lord Flashard, yeah, and he looks amazing, apparently. I haven't yet to see him.
I just saw him pulling his trousers on a moment ago.
Oh, nice, oh well.
So your business is...
Khaki Devil Limited, yeah, we're based in Ipswich, and we provide historical, authentic uniforms from anything from the Boer War to the present day, really. So we get involved in all sorts of Warhorse in the West End, for instance. They've used all our that's all our uniforms, right down to the national tour of Hello Hello that's going on at the moment. So we do a wide spectrum, and we help out with amateur dramatics and schools and museums and all sorts. So it's really interesting. It's great.
And your name is?
I'm Tracy.
And you had to dress Talbot?
Sadly, I did. Yes.
Was he difficult?
Actually, he couldn't wait. He was like a kid at Christmas. Yeah. In his own words, I love dressing up.
Yeah, that sounds like Talbot. So in the main hall, where the crowd are, it's 10 minutes to 7, so we're 40 minutes from the curtain opening. You guys are quite early. So why so early?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Just that kind of person.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Do you think this is a good production to put on here?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'll say we haven't seen one here before, but it'd be interesting to see what it's like. We know Dom.
Dominic, what part is he playing?
Corporal Jones he's playing.
So I'll keep an eye open for him. What's your name?
Tracy.
Hello, what's your name?
Mary. One of our British Legion friends is in the show.
Are you a fan of Blackadder?
No, not really. No.
But anyway, still nice to show up and...
Yes, to support it, yes.
I'll have to keep tabs on you and try and catch up with you later and ask if you did actually enjoy it.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay yes.
So it's 7:15. Going to go backstage through the curtain. Nerves are building a little bit backstage. Lots of people out the front.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, great. Now I'm frightened.
What's your role here? What are you doing?
I'm the lights and sound gal.
So, is this something you want to get into?
I'm not sure. This is my first time doing anything with theatre and plays, so we'll have to see about that one.
I notice an accent.
Yes, I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada.
So, for what reason are you here in Suffolk?
I'm au pairing for the year. I've been here since January, so quite enjoying it here.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, yes.
What's your name?
My name's Ashley. Let me know how I do at the end.
Okay. So it's about 20 past. Talbot's pacing. He's getting into the zone.
I'm still not 100% sure where I'm going to walk on from. I think I might end up being walking on from backstage, but I don't know for sure. I need to find Harry. I'm not sure where he is.
Harry's out the front.
Can you go and have a chat with Harry, and then we go and say, is it okay if Simon comes in from here?
From backstage?
From backstage, through the curtains.
Is it okay for Simon to come from backstage?
From backstage, yes, that's preferred.
Yes, that's fine. He has asked if you can do a 2-minute warning to get everyone seated.
And will he give me the nod when he wants me to do that? If you could go back and just sort of say, no, honestly, I need to get a nod from an official. I can't get the ball rolling.
Let him do the 2-minute warning when he wants to, okay? But if we go beyond 2 minutes, oh gee, I don't know. I know what. Let's make a decision. Let's have the 2-minute warning at 7:30.
He said, right then, 7:30. You go on, give the 2-minute warning. Okay, that's the plan.
Okay.
So we're just minutes away.
Will you stop doing that? 2 minutes, and then the performance will begin. So please take your seats. Light refreshments are available at the NAFI, and if anybody's thinking of deserting before the second act, we will find you.
Funny man. Funny man.
Well, you know. I so enjoyed it.
So what was it like to wear the uniform? It was traditional Khaki Devil, I believe, the company.
They were fantastic. Yeah, no, it was jodhpurs. It was these sort of riding boots that were all laces and buckles and stuff, and then it was this tunic. I had a Sam Brown belt on.
What was it like to actually wear? What was it? I imagine very hot and.
It was hot. It made me feel like strutting. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you wear a costume, you feel like strutting. I had this long leather flying coat on as well, which is quite tricky. But a lot of the fastenings, you know, if it was like Squadron Scramble sort of thing, I wouldn't have. It took me half an hour to get dressed. It was ridiculous.
And of course, it wasn't just Simon wearing the costume.
No, everyone, people on stage as well.
Everyone on stage were all wearing traditional World War II costumes.
World War One.
World War One costumes.
It was a fantastic evening. You can find out how it continues to go later on in the show. And you might remember that you left myself and Matthew at an amateur production of a classic episode of Blackadder that was being put on in Newmarket. The cast were absolutely superb, and as host, I managed to defy Matt's prediction that I'd fall off the stage into the front row. He was insistent that I would do, and I proved him wrong. As the play ended, Matt forgot about his disappointment, because you were quite disappointed that I didn't plummet off the stage.
Yeah.
He forgot all about his disappointment because he spotted a gentleman who looked somewhat concerned.
I enjoyed it immensely, but the only thing I could find a fault with those soldiers, it's the webbing on their feet, on their legs. On their legs.
Not the right webbing?
No, they don't know how to put them on.
Right, okay. I'll have a word with the costume people in a minute.
I spent hours and hours putting them on in 1940 in France. And another thing I would like to say, I'm probably the only one in the whole here from different army.
Polish army.
Yeah. 40 Dunkirk and D-Day back again to France from England.
You're looking well.
For 89, yeah. I don't feel that much.
What was your name?
Eugene.
I had a complaint from a Polish gentleman who said the webbing wasn't put on right.
Well, I suspect if you're a World War II or beyond Polish veteran, then you wouldn't actually recognise a set of First World webbing if it wrapped you up and tied a knot in your neck. if we were doing something about the Polish army in the Second World War, we would of course get absolutely the right stuff, the £37 stuff, and it would be right.
Right, I'll find my Polish friend again and...
You're causing dissent in the ranks, Marvel.
Yeah.
Anglo-Polish relations, yeah, we're doing a world of good.
He's the diplomat of the team.
So, the main crowd has dispersed. Now it's champagne reception time. So, last time I spoke to you, when I went to the audition, you told us about Biker Grove.
Yeah. PJ and Duncan in Biker Grove when you were in your time?
Yeah, I used to go out drinking with Ant and Dec quite a lot around the time when Ant's character got blinded.
Was it paintball, wasn't it?
Paintball, yeah. And
I didn't realise you're such a Biker Grove fan.
No, I shed a tear.
So how did it go tonight?
Yeah, I thought it went really well. Everybody pulled together right at the end. You know, obviously a couple of weeks beforehand you have slight mishaps and things you think don't go well, and you think, oh God, is it going to go all right on the night type thing? And you think, what am I doing here type thing? But tonight was the icing on the cake. It was fantastic.
So you got another performance tomorrow night.
Yep.
Then any plans after that?
Might take a little rest, and then I audition for the Panto about July time, and start rehearsals possibly sort of like beginning of September, and get into the Panto season. Believe it or not, talking Christmas already, and we're 8 months away.
John Barker, I'm the D Group Secretary on the County Committee, Suffolk County Committee. This is the Legion in the community. This is the whole point. In a sense, we don't have a presence other than those who know about welfare, except for Poppy Day, Remembrance. Now, the Legion goes on all the way through the year. And it's not only the old men like me and the President. No, there are younger people. There's a guy on the box 2 days ago. I think he's 24. And for the rest of his life, he's going to need help. Doesn't matter where you come from, you know, that we're showing that we're here to support. And that's what tonight really is all about. So well done, Harold Spencer.
Good night.
Yes, thank you, it was. I'm exhausted. And I think everyone that attended are going away happy. I've already said goodbye to a few key people from around the area. We must give credit to Richard Curtis, Ben Elton, and their literary agents, as well as Tiger Aspect Productions, because it's by virtue of their talent and license to use certain grand rights that we've had the privilege of doing this.
Suffolk on Stage, SOS.
Suffolk on Stage was created to fulfill what you witnessed tonight. It draws talent from across Suffolk, and Suffolk's quite a large county, as you know, and the purpose is to bring in talent, whether it's Ipswich, Colchester borders, Sudbury, Halstead, whether it's near Saffron Walden. There is talent out there, and we don't want to take an independent line of pampering to just one drama group. That is why we have drawn from drama groups all over Suffolk. And the purpose of Suffolk on Stage, sorry to be long-winded, is to provide entertainment to people across Suffolk.
What's your ideas for next production? Have you got anything in the pipeline?
Yes, this is the first of a series. I intend running with another Blackadder episode and then moving across to certainly something like The Vicar of Dibley, as well as some Dad's Army.
That was fantastic. The performance was absolutely superb, and yeah, everyone had a good time.
And I did go back to the two people I asked in the first part if they had a... Right, so there was a lady I asked...
Were you a Blackadder fan?
No, not really. And I did go back to her and she really enjoyed the evening.
That's excellent news.
And the sound, the lighting girl, she did well. All the lights came on at the right place and went off at the right place, so that seemed to go to plan.
The whole thing was very, very smooth. So credit goes out to all the people who are involved behind the scenes, and of course all the people who are involved on stage. I've got a few announcements to make about Suffolk on Stage. They raise funds for charities working across Suffolk by performing popular comedy playhouse works such as Blackadder goes forth. Auditions for the next production, which I believe will be another Blackadder episode, will be held in Lakenheath on the 27th of September, and the next comedy playhouse show will be on the 13th of November 2009. So if you're interested in joining up with them and and taking part in the next performance, then get in touch with those, or get in touch with us here at BBC Radio Suffolk.
Are you going to audition again?
I think I'm spent. All I can do is the shouty voice. So if it doesn't involve shouting, I don't think I'm very good.
Best to leave that alone, I think.
I think it's best to leave it.